right? Now coming to the first point. So first one is data analytics and business intelligence, right? So data analytics along with the business intelligence. So in this course, first we are going to understand what is meant by data analyst. What is exactly a data analyst will do? What is the work? Okay, and what are the step-by-step procedure generally a data analyst will do in the company? What is a step-by-step procedure in the company? What exactly a data analyst will do? What is meant by data analysis, and what is this? What is a step-by-step procedure, and how these projects would be there, and what companies are looking for, and whether we are having the job opportunities or not. This is the final one. So companies looking for what? So these are the things which we are going to discuss one by one. And along with this, what are the various skills we are going to have in this course? Course duration, course fees, everything. All the details we are going to discuss each of them one by one. So let us move on to the first one. What exactly a data analyst will do? Coming to the first point, what exactly a data analyst will do? So data analyst, first they are going to describe the past data. Describe. What is meant by data analyst? Majorly he is going to work on the descriptive analytics. They are going to work on the descriptive analytics. What is meant by descriptive analytics? Or first let us understand what is analytics. What is analytics means? Analytics means analyzing the data. Is called as analytics. Analyzing the data. What are the data was provided to you? What are the data? Whether it is related to sales data, whether it is related to stock market data, or whether it is related to finance data, or whether it is related to healthcare data. Whatever the data was provided to you, analyzing the data is called as analytics. So here, what are the data you are going to receive? That data, you are going to receive the data. What are the data you are going to receive is called as historical data or past data, which was already happened, completed. This data was already completed. Just what you are going to do is you are just describing the given data is called as descriptive analytics. Describing the given data. So what are the data they have provided to you? You have to describe them. How you are going to describe them? Means what is descriptive? What you have to describe? Describe means, for example, let us take one example. Let's take an example of like this. I will show you the live example itself. So in terms of recent, very recent example. So this is one of the example related to one of the example of related to this stock market, where we are having in terms of 1 minute. So this is related to stock market, one of the fund. Okay. So this is Nippon India Nifty 500 Momentum 50 Index Fund. This is the fund name, which is in the stock market, one of the mutual fund. Okay. Sir, how it is related to this one to today's session means, just observe. This is one of the fund which was recently launched. Recently means just 1 month back, 1.5 month back only it has launched. And when it has launched, so here they are going to show this one. This is called as presentation, PowerPoint presentation by the Nippon India company. This company is having with respect to more than 1 lakh crores. Okay, this company worth is more than 1 lakh crores, and they are going to release this mutual fund, a new mutual fund. And based on this, as mutual fund means we are going to invest something, we are going to invest after certain years, we are going to have in terms of profit, and we are going to have something. So now while describing, so this entire what are the momentum is there. So this fund, what is this fund is to be to explain this one very clearly. Point number one, Nifty. Nifty means where you are having the stocks. So instead of keeping the stocks directly, we are keeping the money indirectly. So here we are having one of the fund. In this fund, we have to keep the money, and if the stock increases, if the stock market increases and stock value increases, there is a possibility we also get the money. If the stock value falls, automatically we will also lose. Now, here there is a fund manager and he is going to collect the money. So he will collect the money. For example, he is going to collect the 10,000 rupees from us and he is going to invest in the stocks on our behalf. He will invest the stocks, and whatever the profit he has got, and he is going to share the profit. Like that, he is going to collect the money from me. Like that, he is going to collect the from other person. Like this, from multiple people. So it is a pool of people. Mutual fund, basically it is a pool. So they are going to do the money collection from the multiple people, and they are going to invest in the stock market. And after investing in the stock market in the bulk amount, once they get the profits, and the same amount will be distributed in the proportionate. What amount of proportionate we have kept in the mutual fund, in the same proportionate. Now the point here to be noted is, in this total 50 stocks are selected. How these 50 stocks are selected? Out of 500, Nifty 500 means in India top 500 companies. Out of 500 companies, 50 companies are selected. How these companies are selected means based on the some statistics. Here can you see momentum ratio, z-score, weighted average, normalized momentum score. All these parameters are called as statistical measures. Based on the some statistical measures, first they have identified the 50 companies. Now these 50 companies will perform or not. How you can know? Because this is started now only. And they are going to say that these are the 50 companies based on the statistics we have selected. You have selected based on statistics means we'll keep the money. Yeah? No, no. So they have to prove this fund is a good company and this is having a very good returns. They have to prove. For proving that one, what they have done? They have to do the analysis. See this one. So this is the first one called as bar plot. In this plot, they are going to explain for us in which area they are going to keep the maximum amount. So 31% they are contributing in the capital funds. Like that they are explaining. And they are going to say that, see, every time, every 6 months once, they'll change the stocks. So earlier, they have given the more priority on the red, whichever the red is there, that is telecom or information technology. So now, at the time, they have given the low weightage. So weightage of individual stocks. This is called as stacked bar. So here the point to be noted is, so here whatever the plots they are explaining, what are the concept, whatever the things they are showing to others, this one, that one, all these things, they are describing the past, basically. This entire PDF and this performance and these charts, what are the charts you are saying, how this rise is there, all these charts, everything what they are doing means they are describing from the April 2005 to October 2024. So last 20 years data they have collected and they have analyzed the 20 years data and they are presenting to us. This was happened earlier. So here what they are going to tell us means what happened earlier. Describing the given data means what happened. They are just explaining to us what happened. That is basically describing the data. It is called as descriptive analytics. So based on the descriptive analytics, we are going to take the decision. Based on the data analysis, we are going to take the next decision, what we have to do. So now which company wants this analytics? Now let us take one more example. Naresh IT is there. Naresh IT itself is there. And they have done the multiple batches in last 1 year. In 1 year, they have conducted the multiple batches, multiple courses. Okay. In that multiple batches for each course, again, for every course, different batches will be there. Different timings will be there. Multiple timings. Okay. And with respect to multiple trainers, different trainers are there. And in that, some of them placements. What about the place? Some of them will be placed, yes or no. Some of them will not be placed. Like this, we are having the data. Now, based on this data, that is in Naresh IT, last 1 year data, multiple courses are there. So I'm going to receive a table like this. In the table, This is the column name called as course. Java, data analytics, artificial intelligence, Java, something like this I'm having. Now one more with respect to batch, morning batch, evening batch, morning, evening, something like this. I'm having the every record, and followed by I'm having in terms of timings. Evening, morning means at what time? 9 a.m., 6 p.m. Like this will have na. Next, at the same time, trainer. What are the trainers? X trainer, Z trainer, some names of the trainers. And in that, how much students has been placed? Number of students placed. 20 students, 30 students. Like this will be there na. What are the count? Now I'm having the past data with me. Now I have to analyze. Now, why to analyze, sir? What is the point to analyze? Because Naresh sir is there na. Naresh IT head is Naresh sir. Now, Naresh sir wants to analyze the data and which batch and which course is having the huge demand and which course is having the less demand or less number of placements, and he has to develop the business. From the data analytics, what is the next step? Means improving the business. What are the analysis we are doing now? We are going to present, right? After our presentation, it has to lead into the improvement in the business. Otherwise, there is no use of analysis. For example, I have shown that, sir, in the data analytics, more number of students are interested. I mean, more number of batches are there and more number of students has got placed. Okay, if I have shown this one. So, for example, like this one chart where number of students who has got placed in the data analytics in the fresher, particularly freshers, in the data analytics, these many students has got placed. Within the Java, these many students has got placed. Within the data artificial intelligence, these many students has got placed. Miss, then by seeing this one, what sir will understand? Okay, in the data analytics, more number of students are getting placed. Now, after understanding this one, what sir will do? After observing this one, what he will do? Obviously, he is going to add the multiple batches. He will hire the new trainers. If the existing trainers are already occupied, means he is going to hire the new trainers, and he will add the multiple batches, because here the placements are more now. He want to encash the business. What student requirement? Any student in Amirpet or in any student who is joining the institute, what is his requirement? He wants a good subject along with the placement. That is only his requirement. If that requirement, if the trainer satisfy or the institute satisfies, what happens? Automatically every student will be interested to join. So now if I have shown this one, when compared to other batches, data analytics is having the more amount of placements or more amount of with respect to the students having the more amount of certifications or something, then they are going to develop the business from this. Not only in this one chart, it is a combination of multiple. Here also, are we going to decide this moment, this fund is a good fund just by seeing only with respect to this votes? No, no. By comparison, we are going to compare this one to another one to another one. By doing the comparisons, and finally we are going to take the decision. So decision making is the nothing but business intelligence. Means finally we are going to improve the business. Is the point is clear? So based on the observations or based on our analysis, the business has to be improved. That is the work of the data analyst. So now exactly what the data analyst will do is, he is going to describe the past data. What are the data he is having with him? Past data means historical data. Past data or historical data. Describe the historical data and improving the business from it. And we are going to improve the business. Based on this, we are going to improve the business. So data analyst will analyze, and finally this will help for us to improve the business. So it is called as business intelligence. Basically both are same. Business intelligence, which will help to understand our business and which areas we are having the low, which areas we are strong. For example, Amazon is there. Amazon, I'm going to in that different categories will be there. Which categories are having the more and which categories are less? Let us take with a live example. I will show you with a small example. Okay. So I'll show with a small example by showing the data set itself, and what you have observed, you tell me. So this is a data set where in the data set I'm having like this. Okay, this is one of the Superstore data set. Okay, this is the data set which we are having. And here we are having in terms of different order date, shipment date, and shipment method. Okay, customer ID, customer name, segment. So we are having the different segments, countries, and different regions like Eastern region, Western region, South region, and Central region, like this, different regions, categories, different categories, subcategories, and sales. How much sales we have done in that? Like this we are having. Now my requirement is which category is making the less amount of sales, which category is making more amount of sales. That is my question. Why you require that? Why you require that one? So I will identify the which categories are making in terms of less amount of sales, so that I will start thinking how to develop that area, that category, how to improve. Which category is making with respect to more amount of sales, that is okay, but which category is making with less amount of sales or which less amount of profit, I have to identify that one, and I have to take the steps to improve the business. Okay, which region, here I'm having the different regions now. Which region is making the more amount of profits, or which region is making with respect to less amount of profit or sales? Why? For example, central region is making the more amount of sales, but western region is having the less amount of sales. I'm going to focus on the western region. So which areas we are having the minus, that minus we are going to rectify and we'll develop our business. Now the data is like this. Can you understand? When the data is like this, can you understand directly? Means no. Then what we are going to do? So we are going to do some analysis, and from that we are going to create some output. So here, example purpose, I'm going to show you within the Power BI. Power means Powerful Business Intelligence Tool, which was developed by the Microsoft. So Powerful Business Intelligence Tool, that is the meaning of Power BI. So just I'm showing you in the Power BI. Same answer as it is, I will show you in the other tools also. There are multiple tools are there in the market, right? So now first I'm going to load the data. Once the okay, so first this is the user interface. User interface means first screen, initial screen of the Microsoft Power BI. Microsoft Power BI will look like this, the first screen, initial screen. And here I'm going to load the data. What are the data I'm having? I'm going to click on the data, and after clicking on this, just I'm trying to load the data. So here I'm having the data now, this data. So what are the Excel sheet is there? The entire Excel sheet will be transferred into this, into the Power BI. Okay. So can you see the entire data? What are the same columns and everything? The entire Excel sheet will be transferred into this, and I'm going to click on the load. Means the entire data will be loaded here. Now, once the entire data was loaded, what is my questions? Which region is making more amount of profit? Which region is making the less amount of profit? That is the question, right? Now, for that particular question, here I'm going to select in terms of a plot, bar plot, and within this bar plot, I'm going to take the region, which are the region is there, and sales. See, you can see which region is making more amount of sales and which region is making less amount of sales. Means I'm having in terms of western region is making the more amount of sales, and that too, that same thing I want to see. Okay, I'm going to take here. So what is the amount of sales? Means 0.73 million, 0.68 million. So which region is making more amount of sales? Means western region. Which region is making low amount of sales? Means south region. This is an example. Now within the region, again, I want the subcategory wise or category wise. So I'm going to take this one. So here I'm going to take the segment. So can you see here? Within the western region, which segment is making the more amount of sales? Means consumer segment. Western region with consumer. This is western region with corporate. So western region with home office. Total how many are there segments? Consumer, corporate, and home office. Total 3 are there. Out of 3, which one is making more amount of profit means this one. Which one? Consumer. So for example, you want to see that consumer word also here. You are going to add here. So you can add in terms of consumer also in this. So like that, you can take in terms of whichever you are interested, and we can do the formatting. Now by observing this one, what we are going to say is, in the south region, we are having with respect to less amount of sales. In the western region, we are having the more amount of sales. This is called as stacked bar chart. What is meant by stacked means bars are attached to each other. In a single one, multiple colors will be there. That is called as stacked. If you are having the same thing side by side, this is called as clustered chart. This is side by side. This is side by side. This is attached to each other. Now, earlier I told you now in the presentation, within the Nippon India's presentation, now here what is the type of plot they have used? It is a stacked column chart. Bars are in the column wise now. So it is called as bars are attached to each other, at the same time they are in the vertical direction. So it is called as column. If they are in the horizontal direction, same charts, for example this one. So if they are in the like this, they are called as stacked horizontal chart. This is column chart. This is bar chart. Horizontal, vertical. Okay. And if you want to see there, now see here, next one is this one also, like this, see. Okay. This is called as line plot. As the time increases, on the x-axis always you will have the time. As the time increases, how the value increases or decreases. This is called as line plot. Okay, line. Okay, example purpose guys, complete example purpose. Like this, you are going to create the multiple charts. So for example, I'm going to take one more chart called as pie chart. So this pie chart, where I'm going to take in terms of region and along with their sales. Now, what is the difference? Okay, in this chart, what is the difference? So here 0.7 is the from western region, it is 0.7. Similarly, here also you can see 0.7 only. But what is the advantage with the pie chart means you can see the percentage also. How much? So can you see here 31.58%. It is 29.55%. This is 21. This is 17 point. So we are going to present like this. So, sir, in a single chart, you can present only 1 or 2 plots means no, we can add the multiple plots. So this is one plot. This is one plot. I'm going to take one more total amount of sales. So I'm going to take like this. So here you are having an option called as card. This is called as card. And this card I'm going to keep here. And in this card, I'm going to keep the total amount of sales. What is the total amount of sales? 2.3 million is the total amount of sales. In that, how much amount of sales are by western region? 0.73. Sir, here the numbers are not visible now. Small numbers, you are showing in a small numbers, they are not visible. Not only for you, none of the, it is not visible for me also even. So if you want to change the numbers, something like that, it is called as formatting. So see here, now I'm going to do the formatting and I'm going to add the some values like this. See, in terms of, now the size will increase. Can you see the numbers, bigger numbers now? That too in the bold letters. Now it is clear in the bar plot, the numbers. So 0.73, 0.68, 0.5, 0.39. Overall it is 2.3 million. Out of 2.3 million sales, how much amount of sales from the western region and how much it is contributing means 31.58% it is contributing. This is an example. Like this, you are going to keep the multiple plots. Sir, for example, I want to show only western region and south region. Remaining two regions I don't want to show. Then you are going to bring this same region into this one. And here you are going to select only west region and south region. Only two regions are selected. Remaining 2 regions are not selected even. This concept is called as filtering. Filtering means selecting the required data. Sorry. Yes, 100%. That is the next one. So here we are having in the market multiple tools are there. Again, I am saying. So for this is the data visualization tool. Okay, for data visualization only, we are having in the market multiple tools are there. For database, multiple tools are there. So for any single, for example, now I'll ask a silly question. You also answer in a silly way only. Okay, what is the silly question is? You are having the market multiple mobile companies. Why you have purchased that mobile company only which you are using as of now? Multiple mobile phones are there now. Why you are using only that particular mobile phone which is in your hand? Why you have not selected other one? In that red button is not there, a green button is not there, or SIM is not there. Futures will be slightly different in one to another one. Slight one or two futures will be different and the pricing will be there. As per your choice, as per your requirement, you are going to choose. Is the point is clear? Similarly, in the company also, when you are having the multiple tools with them, the company what they required and according to their requirement as the project requirement, and at the same time money. Every tool is not free of cost now. Individually, when we are working as a student, for us it is free of cost. But for the company, we require the professional license. So they have to pay for it. Company, we have to pay for it, not you. What are the course you are going to select and what are the tools you are doing here? Everything is free. But what the same tools, if the company is going to use, they have to pay for it. Okay, because they have to get the professional license version. They can't go with the student's license versions. So when they go with the professional license versions and they want to use that one, obviously they have to pay the money and they'll identify which futures are there, which futures are not there, and for required futures, which software is correct. And according to that, they'll purchase. Now in the market, assume 40, now how many companies are there in the mobile phones? Samsung, Apple, Oppo, Realme, MI, like this, multiple companies are there now. Now, out of which is having the more market share? You are familiar with that, right? Now, which companies are having the more market share? And if you are familiar with that one, means you will be satisfying most of the people. Now, in the IT domain also, more number of companies will be there. Multiple companies will be there, multiple tools will be there. But I'm going to identify with respect to which is contributing more. So what are the tools and technologies which I'm going to use in the class? It is satisfied by the 90% of the people. So in the pie chart, to be more precise from the pie chart, if I have to say, it will satisfy 90%. Now, only 90% satisfied means if you go to another company, maybe it may be. So now, after the class, what are the skills and what are the tools I'm going to explain now? Just select any job portal of your choice, anything. Any job portal. I'm not going to say this one only, Naukri or in this one or that one. Choice is yours, whichever you're interested. But select any one website. In that search, type data analyst. You will get with respect to the jobs, whether it is fresher jobs or experienced jobs, you will get the list of jobs. In that list of jobs, click on the job description and see what are the tools they are asking. Like that, you observe at least 20 companies. Don't decide based on one company. We are not preparing for that company only, right? We are preparing for overall. We are not preparing for any one company, single company, to learn what are the job description they have given exactly to learn. So just observe 20 companies and tell me what is the common point you have observed tomorrow. That is data analysis. Something I'm asking you to analyze. What is the common thing you have observed in these 20 companies? What are the common points they are asking? In these 20 companies, which tool they are asking more? Out of 20 companies, 18 companies, 19% miss. 18 companies, what I'm discussing in the class today, they'll ask the same. One or two companies will be different. But I'm going to satisfy 90 plus companies. So to be more precise, out of 10 companies, 9 companies will be satisfied. Okay? Is the point is clear? Now, this is the data analyst. So data analyst work is what exactly? To analyze the data, to describe the past data, what was happened earlier, just you are going to describe. And from that, how to improve the business. How to improve the business means, in this, how to improve the business means, Obviously, southern region is having the low amount of sales. Now we have to send the some director or in terms of manager, sales manager to this particular area, to the southern region, and we have to give the work to improve the sales in the southern region. Before to this, by seeing this data set, do you know that one? Southern region is having the less amount of sales. This area is having more amount of sales. By seeing this one, you do know before itself? No. After analyzing, you have understood that south is having the less and west is having more. Now, from the western region, any manager is there means I'm going to promote him to the south. Promotion will be given, at the same time transfer will be given. And I'll say that this area is making very low amount of sales and you have to focus. By the next 1 year, we have to double the sales. Some target I will give because it is related to sales. If it is related to finance, means finance, like that. Is the points are clear? So just now the same thing, can't we do in the Excel? Can't we do in the Tableau? Or can't we do in any other things, miss? Yes, multiple tools are there. What are the mobile phone you are using and what are the apps you are using in that mobile phone? Can't you use in other mobile phone? Some slightly extra things will be there. That extra things will be missed, but common things will be common only. In all the mobile phones, most of the things, 90% will be common. Extra 10% will be different. In one of them, gaming, exclusively gaming will be there. High-end graphics, you can play in that mobile phone. In other mobile phone, you may not play. But I've come to the normal games, you can play now. Everything is common only now. So many things will be common. Slightly one or two. Why that slightly also one or two should be the different? They also can keep the same miss. Then it is called as copyright issue. Whoever the person, one person who has designed, if another person blindly he copies means, the other person has to put the case. Now whatever the Microsoft has designed, other persons who are using this one, if they do the same thing, they'll put the case. So for that reason, they'll add something up and downs, means some additional things they'll add. Few things they'll add or few things they'll remove. If they remove means they'll reduce the cost. If they add means they'll increase the cost. Simple. Right? Now, so this is with respect to a data analyst. That is the data analyst. Now let us understand what exactly a data analyst will do. In the company, what exactly the data analyst will do. What is the step-by-step procedure? Okay. Now, before moving to this step-by-step procedure, generally, any student who are listening to the class, whether it is offline or online, okay, whether online students know or not, I don't know. So this data analyst course will be done both offline and online. If you are interested, you can join in the offline also. Classroom. Offline means classroom in Amirpet, Hyderabad. Same timings, both will be done simultaneously. For both offline students and online students, this will be done simultaneously. So any student is interested for classroom means he can come to classroom for Amirpet. If a student is interested for online means he can start in the online. Now, first, what exactly the company looks, okay, and what exactly the student has, and where the difference comes. What student wants? First, let us start with the student point of view. What the student wants in terms of one, the most important thing is job. This is the most important. Second one is less fees. These are the two things, generally the student requirements. Okay, less fees or the class duration along with the subject, high quality subject. High quality subject. What is meant by high quality subject means with respect to real-time projects. By explaining with the real-time projects. So the trainer has to explain with the real-time projects. So what exactly they want in terms of experienced trainer. So experienced trainer will explain with the real-time projects. Freshers, they only don't know what happens exactly. In the company, they only don't know which type of works they have done. So experienced trainers means they'll have some kind of projects experience. They will do the end-to-end complete projects and they'll submit everything. Na? So they are having the awareness on multiple projects. How many multiple projects they have developed, that much of amount of experience they are having. That much of high level they are in the position. Okay. Now they want the experienced trainer with the high quality subjects so that the experienced trainers will explain with the real time examples and with the job. So this is student requirement. Now what is company's requirement? This is student requirement. Now what company wants? Similarly, company wants in terms of high subject person who is having the with respect to subject and who is having with the multiple tools familiarity, who is having the multiple tools, and at the same time who are having with respect to experience. This is company wants. At the same time, apart from these four, most important for the company is they have to join for the less salary. They will wait for the bakra who will join for the less salary. Who is having the more subject, who is expecting less salary, for them they'll wait and they'll take the opportunity. This is the work of HR. Work of HR in a company is select the high quality person with less salary. That is the work. That is the work of HR basically. Okay. This is the company's requirement. Now here we are going to write the word called as experience. Now the point comes here. Let's start with the first word, experience. Now multiple people in this class, you may have the question, sir, experienced people are only getting the jobs, whether fresher jobs are available. This is the basic question. Now for this answer is very simple. Experience means having the knowledge on the given subject. So for example, now here you are going to join the course. Okay, after joining in the course, you are going to sit in the lab. Okay, you will sit in the lab and you will practice. What are the practice you are going to do? So here in the lab, two things we are going to do. One is called as revision, means what was discussed in the class as it is, repeating is called as revision. And along with this, we are going to do the practice. Practice means trying on the new data, on the new, completely new data, which was not discussed in the class. That is called as practice. Revision and practice, two things we have to do. Now, if I do only the revision means, then the answer is no job. Along with the practice we have to do. Practice means not doing the revision for multiple times, not imposition. It is not imposition. So trying on the new. So what are the concepts you have learned? Apply on the new one. Now in the lab, if you are practicing every day, what are the things you are doing? In the company also I will do the same basically. Experience means what exactly? If you join in a company tomorrow, what you will do? What are the concepts are explained in the class? You are going to apply that one on the new data. You are not familiar with the data. Once you join in the company, what are the data they are going to share you? You are not familiar. You are going to see the first time. For the first time, you are going to see the data and what are the concepts I have explained in the class, you are going to apply them. Basically, what you are doing in the company, you know, practice only. For that practice, they are paying the salary. For this practice, they are not paying the salary. That is the only difference. Experience means that is the only one. Any person, whether he is not IT person, non-IT person, Java person, that person, this person, any person who is having the experience, every person has to say only one thing is, we will also practice something new things in the company. But for that practice, company is paying the salary. Okay. So experience means here the company is not expecting in terms of real-time experience. Real-time experience means, are you having the experience in the company as a data analyst? They are not going to ask. They are going to ask whether if I share you one data, whether you can complete the project, everything or not. That is the point. If you feel the confidence that this project can be completed by me, complete end to end, I can complete the entire end to end project, then 100% you will have the job. That is only experience. What is the difference between the fresher versus experience? Now, sir, after this class, we are called as experienced person. Fresher means you are no more called as fresher. Remember this. Sir, I was passed out only in the year of 2024, or I'm going to pass out in the year of 2025. Though it is, I'm not discussing about the company's experience. I'm discussing about the data analyst experience. So you're not going to be a fresher. First, remove that one. You are not a fresher. At the same time, I'm not asking to get the fake experience. I am saying from the subject point of view. Who is fresher means, just assume that one person has completed BTech just now. I mean, just now means maybe in the year of 2024 April, he has completed the BTech. Now this person, if he goes for the interview, or if I assign one data, I have given one data set and I have selected him as a data analyst. I have given the data set and the business problem data set, and I ask it to give the analysis report. Give the report. Whether do you think this person will do? No, no. Means he is called as fresher, not having any knowledge on any particular skill or any particular domain. They are called as freshers. Really, freshers means those. Experience means if I share related to that one, if you are able to complete everything, means you are called as experienced persons. That is the real difference. Why company will not get interest in hiring the freshers? The reason behind this is, for example, assume in front of me one student is sitting. Assume I have hired him as a data analyst. I have given the project tomorrow morning. He will, while doing, he will ask continuously me, right? Sir, by doing one step or every half an hour, one time, he'll ask one question. He will ask continuously multiple questions. Now, for answering for him, I have to spend the time. Now, my work will be disturbed, right? Now, company is paying more salary for me or for him as a fresher? For me, they are paying now. So when they are paying for me and my work is getting disturbed, is the company will be okay? When they are paying a high salary for me, they expect also something from me, right? What are the salary they are paying for me? That same thing they'll expect from me. Now I'm not doing that work. I'm deviating from the work means what happens? It is waste of salary for me. Now, when I hire the freshers, when we take the freshers, and if you ask the freshers continuously the questions and you are monitoring the freshers only means, literally you are wasting your valuable time and you are not giving the maximum amount of time to the company. Now, obviously, do you think, sorry, for example, you only started a company. Okay, in your company, you have hired one fresher and he is asking continuously the doubts. What is your inner feeling? External feeling is he's a fresher now, he will ask like that only, he's a good person. This is outside. Inner feeling. What is your inner feeling? When he is asked continuously the doubts, what is your inner feeling? Why we have this person? Unnecessarily we have taken. This one only, right? Same thing. Is the point is clear? Now, for example, the person who is who are the person I have hired, basically he is a fresher only. Fresher means in terms of not having the knowledge. Having the knowledge means data analytics knowledge he is having, and he is having a very good knowledge which is worth of 6 lakhs, but he is joined in my company only with 4 lakhs. Assume. Now, what is your inner feeling? Now, in this case, what is your inner feeling? I got a nice person with a less salary. I can give more amount of work for this person. Happily, I can enjoy the balance 2 lakhs. And if possible, I'll ask this person, are you having any friend like you? Because he is only already, I'm saving 2 lakhs from him. If one more person joins me, I need 2 lakhs, I'll save now. Point is clear? That is the simple. If you start a company or if you want to hire a person, what you require exactly? What you require generally? The same thing others also require. For us, we want a very good knowledge person, but for others, non-knowledge persons, sir? No, right? They also require knowledge people only now, who are having the subject. So here, point is very simple. Okay. So the company requires with respect to the experienced people. Experience means who is having the experience in dealing the projects. So here, if you are practicing more number of projects, means you are having a very good amount of experience. The more the projects you practice, the more the amount of experience you gain. Is the point is clear? Now, another one more people will say, sir, by doing the internship, others are saying that by doing the initial internship, we'll get a very huge package. Is that really true? True only. Everyone will accept this one. But my question is, what exactly in the internship they will do? After internship, very good package. Okay, I'm also accepting. What exactly in the internship they will do? That is my question. They'll take one data set and they are going to practice on it, basically. In the company, what are the persons doing the job? It is nothing but taking a new data and applying the concepts. What is meant by practice means, practice, the meaning of practice is take a new data and apply the concepts. What are the concepts we have discussed in the class is called as practice, which is also called as experience. What exactly in the company I will do is this one only. Basically, whatever you are doing, whatever I'm doing, both are same. Only difference is you will do in the lab, I will do inside the company. You will do at free of cost, I will get the money for that. Why you will get free of cost? Why I will get the money? Miss, I will not depend on others. You have to depend on others, mentors. You have to take the, because you are a learner. You are going to learn for the first time. Once your learning was completed, you are also called as professional. Is the point is clear? You are also called as professional. I am also called as professional. Now, I am experienced professional. What is experienced professional? Miss, I have done earlier this kind of projects, multiple. You have done compared to me less number of projects. Sir, if I do like, sir, total how many projects you have done, sir? I have done in my career more than 30 projects. Sir, if I do these 30 projects, will I be also equal to you, miss? 100%, no doubt. Try, no doubt. Blindly. What are the amount of experience I am having? You will also have the same amount of experience. What are the salary I am drawing today? You will also get the same salary. Because at the end, company wants what? They have to complete the project with less time and they have to get the more amount of profits from that. Is the points are clear, guys? So this is company's requirement. So for them, what they exactly they look in the resume, in any resume before shortlisting, what they look means, first one is called as experience, means whether this person has any experience earlier has worked in the data analytics project. First thing, this one they'll see majorly. First point they'll observe in the resume. Second, what amount of the skills they are having, what are the different skills and which are the different tools they are familiar with. And based on these two, whether they, for example, I'm going to say, I'm familiar with Python. Familiar with Python means job they'll give. No, na. True. So here two things are there. One is called as I know. Second one is called as how much I know. I know Python, I know Power BI, I know, miss, they'll not give the job. This is having only 10% weightage in the resume. This is having 90% weightage. If you say that I know Power BI, no one will give the job. How much you know the Power BI? If you show the project and if you show the certification related to that, what is certification means? Tested your knowledge. Certification means not Naresh IT course completion certification. Naresh IT course completion certification every person will get by paying the money. Here that certification is invalid. Sir, which certifications are valid, which are invalid means very simple. By paying the money you have got by writing exam you got By writing exam you got means valid. By paying the money means invalid. Simple. Your 10th class have written the exam and without writing the exam you have purchased the certificate. Money subject. Subject means valid. Your intermediate certificate. Marks is there. Without writing the exam you have got the certificate. Without writing I have got the degree certificate means it is called as fake certificate. Fake university certificate. Any certificate by writing the exam you have got means valid. Sir, I have participated. I have also participated. Multiple. Not participated. Have you won? Participation certificates, attending certificates, course completion certificates. Everything is invalid only. Everything is invalid only. Zero weightage. Literally it is zero weightage. Okay. They are based on the money you will get. Even in the Naresh ID also, pay the course fees, after 3 months come and collect your certificate. Okay, if your importance is only the certificate means, I will tell you shortcut also. You don't need to join in the Naresh ID also. If your importance is only certificate means, I will tell you at free of cost. Directly you can go and pay the money and you can collect the certificate if you feel that it's only important. With the certificate, you will not get the job. Okay, here what are the certification I have written now? This is not the normal Naresh IT certification. I have written the Microsoft certification. By writing the exam of Microsoft, you have to get the certificate as a data analyst, certified data analyst. Means someone is certifying that you are having the subject. That is the meaning. By testing your knowledge, they are certifying. Is the point is clear? So here we are going to have this one. Microsoft certification is a paid one. Microsoft Tableau, these are additional paid certificates. You have to pay from your end only directly to the Microsoft, not to Naresh IT. That is your individual choice, whether you take or not. Whenever you are ready, you can take that one. There is no rule that today after completing the course, next day morning only you have to take. There is no rule. Whenever you are ready, you can take. But here I am going to cover the entire syllabus. At the same time, I will show you the sample questions. At the same time, I will share you the list of questions of the Microsoft exam. Okay, sample questions, not exactly the same questions. You are not here to buy heart and simply keep ABCDs. Right? Sample questions. I'm going to share you more than 200 plus questions. And what are the content is required related to that? Everything will be covered here. Okay. Now, so once any person in the resume, if they shows that, sir, this is the experience I'm having in dealing with the projects, and this is the skills I'm having, and based on my skills, I have got the certified data analyst. In the resume, on the top of your resume, you'll write here name, na? Your name. Below to your name, your tag should be like this: certified data scientist, Microsoft certified data analyst should be your tag. In this class, out of, okay, by end of this, out of 100 people, maybe around close to 10 to 15 people only will have this one. Means 85% of the people we have filtered in one shot. Okay, when compared to others, your resume has more weightage for this one. Weightage of resume is not meaning is job. You will get the interview call. In the interview call, you have to perform. This is the key for interview call. This will not give directly the job, but it will make your resume having the more weightage when compared to others. Your weightage of interview call is going to be increase. That is very clear. And here you are going to write in terms of projects. Okay, what are the projects you have done? You are going to keep the multiple projects, not one project. You are going to keep multiple. Sir, are you going to share the projects for us to which one we have to keep? You are not here for Control C, Control V. You are not here for that one. I am going to explain the concepts. You have to apply on a new data set, and whatever you have done, that one you have to write in the resume. Not my projects are your projects. Those are my projects. Whatever I am explaining in the class, my projects. My projects are not your projects. Your projects is whatever you are doing. They are your projects. Is the point is clear? So first in the resume, you are going to highlight in terms of skills. In this class, how many students are going to enroll for this course? For them, skills are going to be common. Every student will have the same skills. Same Excel, they'll write SQL, Python, Power BI, Tableau, all these things everyone will write. Do you think that any person will not write? Though they don't know also, they'll write. Every person will commonly write. Then what is the difference between one person and another person? Miss, this is only difference. What type of projects they are doing. Person to person, it varies. And how you have to present in the resume, how your weightage has to be given. and how these things has to be done, how you have to prepare for the interview, and what are the interview questions. Everything will be discussed in the class one by one, not now, at the end. So we are having the first, let us start with the, in this course, what are the things will be covered. So in this course, first, we are going to have one, Excel, that is Microsoft Excel from basics to advanced, which is related to data analysis, from the basics to advanced of related to data analysis particularly. Next, we are going to have in terms of SQL related to data analysis. You are not here SQL developer. Okay, SQL for data analysis, which is related for data analysis as a data science analyst. Whatever we require, that one SQL we are going to cover, not as a SQL developer. If your goal is SQL developer, means this is not the right course. If your goal is to become as a data analyst, means only this is the right course. I want to become a Python developer, means this is not the right course. Python course separately is available. Okay, so SQL and followed by Python, which is related to data analysis, not the Python developer. I'm not going to show any web design or anything like that. Full stack, I'm not going to teach. Front end, back end, how to connect between them. These are not the content, which is related to data analysis, that Python. Which is not related to data analysis, that Python I will not discuss in the class. Only the Python which is related to data analysis for the data analyst role. Data analyst, Power BI developers. Power BI, I mean, business intelligence developers particularly. Okay. And followed by Power BI and Tableau. So these are the things which we are going to cover. So one is related to Excel, one is related to Python, Power BI and Tableau. So these are the skills which we are going to cover. And along with this, common thing is statistics. Sir, statistics means more amount of maths is involved. Yes, statistics, maths is involved. That maths is basic maths. We are not doing here any MSc stats. No need to worry about the stats. Sir, I'm not good at maths, or I'm not good at Python. I'm not good at this, all these things means nothing. In any one of them, if you are not good also, for me, not a problem. Everything I'm going to teach from the scratch level. That is from the basics. Sir, I'm not good at Python. Okay. From the base. Sir, already I'm good at Python, sir. I know already Python. Then also you have to listen. There is no other option for you. Either you have to listen the class, or you have to wait for the which are the concepts you are not familiar, for that day you have to wait, because you are not only the student in this class now. If you are already good at Python, or if you are already good at SQL also, I can't do anything, because other students are also there, right? So we are going to teach from the base level only. If you are already familiar also, you have to listen second time, or you have to take a break for you. During that time, break. No need to attend the class. That is your choice. If you attend one more time also, not a problem. I know is different. How much I know is different. I'll focus on how much I know. I'll not focus on what I know. How much. If you say that, sir, I'm good at Python, immediately I will give one program, right? You only told now, I know Python. Sir, I know Python, but you should not test me, sir. Hey, what is this logic, ra? Without testing, we have to give the job, huh? I know, but don't ask. What is this? So, simple point. Is that clear? So, these are the skills which we are going to cover in the course. And so, next, what are the projects we are going to cover? So, we are going to have multiple projects. So, we are going to cover in this class a data analytics project using one, Python. Second, data analytics project using Power BI. And data analytics project using Tableau. And data analytics project using Excel. So total 4 projects you have to write in the resume. So we are going to cover in the class minimum 4 projects. Minimum 4 projects. For the previous batch, I have taken almost close to 8 projects. That batch timing is morning 9 o'clock and which will be completed in this week itself. Already 7 projects are completed. Tomorrow we are going to start the 8th project, and in this week only they are going to have the Microsoft certification class also. And after that they are going to take the Microsoft certification. Once they are certified, they can start applying for the companies. By end of this week, they are going to complete the course. So the course duration is going to be around 4 months. Okay. Now, so total 4 plus projects we are going to do in the class. In class, I'm going to explain the 4 projects which are real-time projects. Now, what is meant by real-time projects? Which are having the real-time applications. Somewhere someone is going to use that one. That is called as real-time application. Some projects will be there. They will not have any use. No one will use that one. But that project will be available. They are not considered as real-time projects. Real-time projects means this same kind of project should be available in the real life. They are called as real-time projects. So I'm going to cover the 4 plus real-time projects minimum. And that is the reason I have written 4 plus. That can be unlimited, anything. But minimum 4 is guaranteed. So one project from 1. Sir, with SQL also, are we not going to do any project? Means that project we are not going to write in the resume. We'll do that one, but we'll not write in the resume. Why? Because SQL will not support for the visualization. Any project, it should include the visualization also. Visualization will be included only in these 4. SQL will not have the visualization. Statistics will not have the visualization. So which is having with visualization complete end to end, those projects are 4 projects, and we are going to write in the resume 4 with visualization. So like this, you are going to have the 4 projects we are going to cover, and along with the 4 project skills, already I have explained for you the skills and project. And apart from the projects, so we are going to have the course materials. I'm going to share you the course materials. So whatever the course materials, including this one, what I'm writing with my pen as of now, this one also will be shared. Anything will be shared to you in the Google Drive. Once you join the course, you will receive a Google Drive link. And this will be for lifetime. In your entire lifetime, you can open and you can see. Not recordings. I'm saying about the materials, that is nothing but notes. Materials means notes, PPTs. What are the PPTs I'm going to use? What are the codes? If it is Python means codes, data sets, sample resumes, certification questions, interview questions. Like this, what are the questions I'm going to share? The entire material will be for lifetime. Okay, not recordings. Recordings are not lifetime. Who are paying for the recordings? It is not for lifetime. Recordings are limited time only. I'm saying about the materials. Materials will be for lifetime access in the Google Drive. When you receive this Google Drive link, means once you pay the course fees, automatically you will be joined in the Google Classroom. In that drive will be available. And this drive will be accessed only to the students, to my students only. Others, if you share also, they cannot open. It will be restricted to my students. Is the point is clear? Now, so what are the course? So daily we are going to discuss. After this, I'm going to share you the assignments. Okay, assignments, daily task. So every day, what are the topic was completed? Based on that, I'm going to share you the task. Okay, daily task, and every 2 weeks once, we are going to have the test. We are going to have the test to test your knowledge. Till that, how much you have gained. What are the subject you are having. Okay, every 2 weeks once. So we are going to have every 2 weeks once means for month 2 tests will be there. So 4 months course means 8 tests will be there. Minimum 8 will be there. Okay, to test your knowledge, whatever the knowledge you are having, every 2 weeks once minimum. Okay, if any particular topic was completed by end of the week means immediately I may conduct the test also. So multiple tests will be there, and we are going to share you the daily task every day for your practice purpose. We are going to share the task and you have to practice the task and what are the knowledge you are having with respect to the test. And apart from that, so assignments I am going to share. Assignments means additional data sets for your practice purpose. In the class practice, what are the notes? Apart from that, I am going to share you the additional data sets for practice purpose, practice data sets. How many you are going to share? More than 50,000 plus data sets are available. 50,000. It is available. Where? Not with me. Directly in the website only. I will share that website also. You can download from that free website. Okay. Multiple data sets are there. You have to practice. The more amount of data sets are available. That is not a problem. Okay. Practice data sets I am going to share you. And daily task. Once you prepare for daily task and all these things, and you are taking the tests, and you are completing the projects. What are the projects are there? You are going to complete the projects, and along with this, Microsoft certification. So for Microsoft certification, what are the content is required? Every content I am going to cover in the class. Okay, content will be covered in the class along with the sample questions also I am going to share. Exclusively I am going to conduct one class for this to discuss the course content, how to register. I will only show step by step. Only thing is you have to pay the fees directly to the Microsoft from your end. The fees is separate. That is not included in the course fees. If you fail miss, one more time you have to take. And for passing the score, it is out of 70% is the pass mark. 70 plus is the pass mark. And our target is not with respect to 70. We have to get 100 out of 100. That is our requirement, and easily you can get. If you practice sincerely miss, 100% you can get. The Microsoft certification would be around 4,000 rupees approximately. And here the most important thing is, in this class, who are the top students are there now? Top students. That number I'm not writing. That number might be 1, that might be 2, or even 10 also. Top students, top end students, I will provide Microsoft certification at free of cost. Microsoft certification for free of cost from my end. Only to the top students. How you will select this one is open criteria. We'll have one competition and we'll keep one exam in that who are having with respect to good amount of score, those students. Even 10 students are in the top also I will give. I will give one criteria na, minimum 70 marks or 80 marks you have to secure. Whoever has crossed that marks, I will provide it free of cost. Only to the top students, not to every student guys. Listen to this one properly. Only to the top students after conducting one exam. I will conduct one exam. And this I will provide the Microsoft certification at free of cost. It will be sponsored by me. There is no connection to the Naresh IT. Separately my amount I am spending. Okay, for my students to enhance their subject. Now automatically for this one, maybe in this offline while practicing, one student will start practicing more. One student by seeing that one other students. So that more number of students will actively do the things. Activeness will be more. That is which I required. So for that reason, I'm providing this Microsoft certification at free of cost from my end. This is my personal amount, my amount to my students, only to my students, not to outsiders. Is the point is clear? Now, apart from your Microsoft certification, here I'm going to share you the complete content and how to register everything along with the sample questions. Once you clear that, you can easily. Along with this, most importantly, now coming to the job. Now you are having the skills with you. You have practiced every day. You have done the daily task. You have practiced. You have completed the projects. And from that you have completed the certification. Now these three are ready with you. Okay. Now interview preparation. how you have to do in the interview, how you have to perform in the interview. This is separate session I'm going to take. How you have to perform in the interview room. Once your resume gets shortlisted. If you resume, for getting the resume shortlisted, first you'll get the call from the HR. Telephone conversation will be there. How you have to speak with them, how you have to interact, everything I'm going to discuss. Along with this, I'm going to share you interview questions. Interview preparation, interview questions, and resume building. So first one is resume building. First your resume has to get shortlisted now. That is the order. Based on these things, you are going to create the resume. Resume building means how to build your resume, how to add the skills and all these things in the resume, how you have to place, which are important, which are not important. All these things I'm going to discuss here. And once the resume was shortlisted, you will get the interview call. In the interview, how you have to perform your interview preparation and along with the interview questions. Automatically, you will get the job. There is a high possibility for the job. See, here the purpose, what you are sitting here is to get the job. For what purpose I am here is to get the more number of students jobs. My purpose is also that one only. Why, sir? Why that one is your purpose? Your purpose is only to collect the fees now. No. See, if I show the more amount of jobs for the students, assume in this batch 100 students has enrolled. In that 80 to 90 students has got the jobs. What happens? You are going to refer others. Right? Others also will come. Now automatically demand for the SRK will be increased. SRK means my name only. Shivaram Krishna, shortcut SRK. Okay. For me, the demand will increase. Now, when my demand is increasing and the students are waiting for the SRK class, sir, students want the SRK class only because they are getting placed from the SRK only. So they are interested means automatically when my demand increases, I'll expect more salary from Naresh IT, right? Simple logic. Open. So to get the more salary from Naresh IT, now what is my requirement? More number of students has to get placed. That is only my requirement. That is the only option to get more salary in the Naresh IT for me. Obviously, I am also human only now. I also want more salary only now. What are the present salary I'm getting? I want in the next month more salary only, right? Any person wants that one only. I also want that one only. But for that one, what I have to do? More number of students I have to place. Point is very simple. You are giving your efforts for getting placed. I am giving my efforts how to get the students placed. Point is simple. You can ask what are the questions you are having. In the tomorrow's class, we'll discuss step-by-step procedure of a data analyst. What exactly data analyst will do. The job, life cycle, project life cycle, we call it as. Right? Now, you can ask what are the questions you are having. Yashwant is asking the ETL tool. ETL tool separately will not be available. We are not going to have any particular ETL tool here. ETL will be done by default by connecting with the this one only. Within the C example, this one only you are having. So when you are loading a data, when you try to load a data, now, yeah, just a minute. I'll take one by one questions. So when you try to load the data here, automatically it is asking initially. Okay. So here two options I'll get. Whenever we try to load the data, we'll get two options. One is called as extract. So what are this one I have done now? Just now in front of you, I'm trying to load the 1 minute. I will tell you clearly one by one. Extract, transform, load, ETL. Yeah. Just a minute, guys. Just give me 2 minutes of time, one by one. I'll take all the questions one by one. So here, first, this one, I'm trying to extract the data. This first step, this is called as extract. Extracting the data from the Excel sheet. This is called as extract. After extracting the data from the Excel sheet, here I am having in terms of load and transform. E is completed. T and L. So what is meant by T means whenever you are having in the data something wrong, then you have to click on the transform data. Data manipulation will be done. Data manipulation means data modification. You are going to modify the data. So any missing values will be there or wrong data will be there. Instead of 1000 rupees, 10,000 they'll enter. These are all considered as some wrong data and we are going to modify them. It is called as transform. Okay, we are going to convert the data which is called as transform. Converting from one to another is called as transform. Load. Load means clean data. Finally, we are going to load and we are going to do the analysis. This is extract, transform and load, ETL. For data analyst. For data engineers, it is different. So we are going to do the extract, transform, load directly in the Power BI or in the Tableau. Final tool. What are the last step will be there na? In that only we are going to do. For that, nothing separate is required. Yashwant, is your question is clear? Done. One by one. Let me take one by one questions. Yeah. Online, offline students, are you having any questions? Kavita, duration of the course. Duration of the course will be 4 months. 4 months would be the duration. Exactly, to be more precise, how many days I'm going to take for Excel, how many days I'm going to take for SQL, how many days for Python. All these things we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's class. The course will be for 4 months. Close to 4 months. And the course fees is 15,000. Apart from your certifications. Microsoft certification is not included in the Naresh. Naresh IT course completion certification you will get. Naresh IT course completion you will get in the course fees. Not Microsoft. Naresh IT course completion certificate you will get in the course fees. Okay. Course fees is 15,000 without recordings. Without. No recordings will be provided. Recordings means after the class, whatever the class was completed, that recording. Okay. Without recordings, it is 15,000. With recordings, it is 20,000. Is the point is clear? Second question is clear? And more precisely, which one will take how much of time? Each of them we are going to discuss one by one. Kavita. Next, Nirupam. Can AI replace the data analytics? If AI can replace data analytics, then no need to start any course of data analytics. That is a simple answer. No need of discussion of this course and no need of anything. Directly, our course should be named with the AI. Right? Next, fees. Fees for the both offline and online students are same. No difference in the fees. How many students will be in the class? Offline students will be around close to 50 to 60. Online students will be close to 60 to 100. Maybe 150 students will be there. How many students are there also? We are going to focus on each and every student. What are the students are having the doubts? Offline students, you can have the lab in the same building, 3rd floor. Okay, in the 3rd floor, we are having the lab. And how much time you can spend in the lab? How much time you are interested, that much of time. From morning to evening. Your choice. No restriction. Okay, but you have to utilize properly. If you are sitting in the lab and you are utilizing AC, but you are using Instagram or something, miss, they'll ask to get out. If you are using properly the lab and you are using for the subject, miss, from morning to evening, you can sit in the lab. Okay, no one is going to object. Related to subject, no one will stop you. For other purpose, no one will allow you. Right? Next. Can we get the work for home from home job as data analyst? It depends on the companies to company. Mostly you will not get that one. Less chance of getting the work from home office for data analyst role particularly. There is a less chance. What about SaaS? In our case, SaaS is not there. As I've told you, we are having the multiple tools in the market which are having the more demand and which are satisfied by the most of the companies. That one will be selected in this course. So multiple courses are there. will you provide the recorded classes? And what is the fees of recorded classes? We are going to provide. Without recordings it is 15,000, with recordings it is 20,000. Right? Yeah, Nirupam. After 3 to 4 months, we can expect the experts in the data analytics and fully concentrate and read. Yes, by end of this course, you will be equal to 2 years of experience person. 2 years real-time data scientist who is working in the company, whatever the work he can do in the company, inside the company, the same amount of work you will do. You will be equal to 2 years of experience person as the real time. My meaning is not to keep the fake experience. I'm saying from the subject point of view. What are the subject I'm going to deliver now? That is going to be equal to 2 years experience person. That is my meaning. Right? Is the points are clear? So we are going to do the, yes, others you can leave. If you're not having any questions, you can leave. Both offline and online students, you can leave. If you are having the questions, please ask what are the questions you are having. I'll answer each and every question in the sequential order. Same timings. Timings will be always fixed. It is 7:30 to 9. There is no other chance because I'm not having other chance of slots. This is only my free time. So there is no other possibility. Only one possibility called as 7:30 to 9. No, the classes will be from Monday to Friday. Saturdays will be generally for exams. Or due to any case in Monday to Friday, if I'm absent due to any reason, on that Saturday we'll have the class, extra class. So that every week 5 classes will be completed. So per month we have to complete 20 classes. In 4 months 80 classes. So 80 classes and daily 1.5 hour, total 120 hours of content we are going to discuss. Apart from the demos. Today only. So this is the new batch and regular classes will start from the day after tomorrow. Miss will enter into the subject from day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to discuss the step-by-step procedure of data analyst role. From day after tomorrow I will start the subject only directly. Is the point is clear? So from the day, whichever the day we are starting the subject, once we enter into the subject now, from that day 80 days, 80 working days. In a week 5 days will be there. Due to any reason in between, if I take a leave also, on that particular Saturday you will have the class. Whenever the Saturday class is there, I will provide the recording at free of cost. Any extra classes I will provide because that is from my end now. So regular classes, you have to do the recordings. You have to take the recordings. Extra classes, anything, I am going to share you. Right? Done. Next, Yashwant. Next question by Yashwant. Good evening, sir. Recently, I attended the interview with the HSBC and Cognizant. Both of them, they are asking Snowflake or any cloud like AWS Azure to perform the operations. And yes, so you can do even in the cloud also, cloud data also. That will that if you want we can add, but I'm not going to commit now. If there is a time possibility, we can even add the Snowflakes. I will try to add. Is the point is clear? What is the starting package of data analyst? The minimum starting package, least to the least. If you work in a startup company also, you will get minimum of 3.5 lakhs package. If it is MNC companies, you are going to get minimum of 6 to 8 lakhs in between. Like for example, you are joining in the Infosys or HCL Technologies, all these companies will pay the 6 lakhs. If you are joining in HSBC or you are joining in the IBM or you are joining in terms of PwC or you are joining in the Deloitte, you will get the minimum package of 8 lakhs. Starting package only I'm saying. Okay, it depends on which type of organization you are joining. Means startup companies or MNC companies. Yeah, coming to the fees one more time, related to fees without recordings, 15,000. And we are going to share you everything in the WhatsApp. 15,000 without recordings. Okay, 20,000 with recordings, with daily class recordings. That is Monday to Friday. What are the classes will be there now? Monday to Friday classes recordings. Right? Is the points are clear? This is clear? Done. Yeah, offline students, if you're not having any questions, you can leave. You can leave. Not a problem. Everything you will teach from the basics. Yes. In this class, what are the contents are there? Everything is by me only. No other faculty is going to take. This one I, something others, nothing like that. Everything from starting to ending, everything by me only. And everything I will explain from the basics. Rahul. So are you going to teach the Power BI or this one? Everything, whatever I'm discussing in the class, tomorrow I'll show you the detailed content. That one, everything will be discussed by me. Right? If classes, is there any classes in the morning session? As of now, I'm not having any class in the morning. In the further, then we'll discuss. Validity of recordings. The moment the course completes, from there 3 months. The day of the course completion to 3 months means 4 months course plus 3 months. Total 7 months you'll have overall. Laptop requirement is nothing problem. Basic laptop configuration also sufficient. What are the laptop you are having as of now, that is sufficient. If you're not having, tomorrow I'll discuss with you that one, laptop configuration. If you are purchasing new miss, I will discuss. If you are already having existing laptop, anything miss, that is sufficient. There is no particular prerequisite that this much of laptop configuration we require. Okay. Morning hours, as of now, there is no new batch. It will take time. That you have to discuss with the admin. Subject related, everything is me. Non-subject, everything is Naresh ID team. Okay. Yeah. Will you arrange internship too? No, we are directly providing the placement assistance. We'll provide the placement assistance and where you get the directly the job, not required of any internship. Hello. Sir, చెప్పండి. Oh, sorry. Okay. Try. Okay. Done. Without videos, the 15 or 16? 15 and on? Sir, 15 or 16 అన్న కరెక్ట్గా చెప్పండి సార్. 15 సార్. ఓకే. ఓకే. విత్ వీడియోస్ మాత్రమే 21. Done. Done. Sir, your last batch 30th Jan 2024 data science batch is amazing. My friend has said, is there any data science batch? You are the mentor on this program. As of now, there is no new course. This is the present ongoing course. I can't tell about the new courses. I mean, new batch data science or data analytics course, which one will be started, whether it is in the morning or evening. I can't promise anything on the further one. As of now, this is the one. In the further, if anything is there, we are going to notify you. 100% you will get the notification. But as of now, only this. This is going to be the regular class time. Yashwant, your question is clear? Bindu. Class timings for both offline and online will be the same. At the same time will be done. Yeah. How much fees without videos? I have given now 15,000 without videos, 21,000 with videos. With videos, it is 21,000. It is not 20,000, 21,000. Sorry, my mistake. It's my mistake. It is 21,000. Sir, degree marks matter. 100% it is not going to matter. Sir, your teaching method is so amazing. Thank you. Is there any morning batch? As of now, there is no morning batch for me. Any new morning batch is not there. Existing batches are going on. It has to be completed, then only. Next, I'm a professor with 10 years of experience and I want to join the data analytics, whether it is a right for me. Yes, but only one thing is you have to be compromised on the salary. If you are okay with the salary, means 100% everything is okay. Particularly in detail, we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's class. Don't miss that one. Clearly, we will discuss this. Naveen, what is the salary expectations if the person is having 10 plus functional knowledge in finance and 3 years of domain experience? So here, what are you're having the previous experience? If your previous experience is suited for the upcoming job, what are the new job you are going to apply? For example, let's take an example. What are the area you are working? I don't know. I don't know particularly. I'm not going to ask you also. One thing I will say. If, for example, 5 years of experience .NET developer is there, are you going to hire in your company under you? Under you, are you going to hire? If any person with 5 years of .NET experience is there, are you going to hire? Yes or no? No. Why? Because there is no requirement for you.